Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're going to be finishing up our friendly standard constructed league here. We have 2 matches remaining. We're currently 2-1. We're running our blue-black Rise from the Tides list. If you don't know how the deck works, it's essentially blue-black control. So removal spells like Grasp of Darkness, Ruinous Path, counter spells like Clash of Will, Void Shatter, board wipes, Languish, Silumgar's Command, just good removal, good one-ofs. One-ofs are a lot of fun, especially in a deck that has Dark Petition to go find them. So yeah, this deck has just been running pretty amazingly well. I think it certainly has surprised me. I'm sure it's surprised some of you how often this deck can win. Yeah, so its weaknesses are essentially some hyper aggro decks, but it's got the board wipes for him, right? So it just needs to get to the point of getting some card advantage, and it can definitely beat those decks. Read the Bones is the main issue with those matchups because the deck needs Read the Bones and pieces of the puzzle to gain card advantage since it's running so many lands. And Read the Bones against an aggro deck can be a suicide, as you well know. So I've gotten a few messages from people asking if I'm ever going to draft again because I haven't put up that many drafts recently. Do not worry. We've got Eldritch Moon right around the corner. It's about 8 days away, and I'll be right back on those daily drafts. So do not fear. I've slowed down. I tend to slow down towards the end of most formats just because I think people get burned out on Shadows over Innistrad, so they want to see the new set. I'm not the biggest cube fan, but I've done a few of them, a couple of them on stream, and hopefully I can get one of those recorded for you. Otherwise, enjoy Travis's stream, or cube. Well, you can enjoy his stream too. So yes, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, and check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/Inez27, and go check out Travis too, and show him support. Twitch.tv/Semulin. All right, thanks a lot, folks. We'll see you in round 4 of 5 in just a second. All right, round 4, game 1. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, we got to keep this. So we get a turn to Transgress the Mind. Which I think is a better play than a turn to Anticipate most of the time. Let's see what we're up against, shall we? All right, so we have 2 Languishes, 2 Nissa, Oath of Nissa, and Grasp of Darkness. Well, 2 Languishes could be a problem. I feel like I probably let him keep the Nissas and just start taking out the Languishes now, because we're going to have to get through them to win. And I can deal with Nissas, especially early. And if he has 2 of them, I think that makes even more sense. So let's just take out the Languish. My opponent's probably going to be wondering why I took out the Languish, but that's okay. Let's see what he takes from this. Taking a land, okay. I didn't write down the land cards he's got. Maybe I should have. Silumgar's Command, okay. So I'm playing the Sunken Hollow. Oh wait, I needed 2 basics? Alright, well, I wanted to leave up Void Shatter, but I guess I couldn't leave up anything else, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. And I wasn't going to be able to use Mage Ring Network, so that's okay too. So we know he's got a swamp, and, well, we know he's got a forest in his hand. He played the swamp. All right. Let's take the grasp. Ah, I see. So, all right. Play the Mage Ring Network and pass. We're going to leave up Void Shatter and Grasp of Darkness. Ooh, I think this is actually pretty good for us. We're going to take out his land. He can keep Nissa. That's nice. So we can pieces of the puzzle now. I still think we're actually going to leave up Void Shatter and Grasp for now. Uh-huh. So, I guess we pieces. I could pieces, but then I still will not be able to leave up Void Shatter regardless, so let's just pieces. Transgress, so we can get rid of the second languish, which I think we will do, or at least take care of something here. Languish. All right, so new information gained. We've got one Nissa and Grasp and Anguished Unmaking, which we also don't care about. So let's just take care of the Languish. Alright, so we know our opponent has no languishes left. Did I forget to pump my Mage Ring Network? Or did I use all my mana? No, I did. I used all my mana. No problem. No problemo. Alright. Alright. Let's Silumgar's command then. We'll bounce his Shambling Vent and kill his Nissa. All the languages. I guess I can Void Shatter that. I don't want him drawing cards. And Grasp and Anguished Unmaking I don't really care about. I mean, I could have let him draw one card, I suppose. But it seemed better to just not let him draw any. So he's got 6 cards in hand. We're only aware of 2 of them. Well, I think we're aware of maybe 4 of them, because we know he's got some lands in there. All right. This time we're actually going to have to probably just languish, which is fine. All right, I think I'm actually going to Silumgar's Command, and we're going to bust his land again, and this time I'm going to break his clue. So let's bounce the clue, kill the Quagmire. All right. Huh. It's weird that he didn't activate the Shambling Vent. All right, so we're going to main phase Anticipate. Blighted Fen will work. Ah, so he's playing Din Protector too? Guess we'll use it now. I mean, I could set up for Languish, but I'd have to take too much damage next turn. So I think we're just going to use it. I guess technically you could just activate a man land. Not sure why you'd want to sack that instead. All right, let's read some bones. Yeah, I guess we can take another one. So I can take Transgress to get rid of Tracker. Just kind of hoping for better. But I guess we'll take spells. All right, Grasp is good too, I guess. Ruinous Path, Anguished Unmaking, Tireless Tracker. So I guess Ruinous Path could be the end of us if we play Rise from the Tides. All right. So yeah, we're gonna grasp the quagmire. All right. Let's languish. I think we're actually gonna sandbag the choked estuary because we have enough lands to do everything at this point. So I need him to ideally fear a removal spell of some sort. So yeah, we're gonna die next turn, but somehow we managed to avoid all of our dark petitions, which is kind of crazy. Languish isn't gonna save us, but I guess we'll play it anyway. Well, I guess he doesn't have enough white to activate 2 Shambling Vents. Alright. What could I find on... Well, I think we play it anyway and let them know that we're playing Razzmatazz. Still didn't find it, though. But we also have Anticipate. Let's do Anticipate. So, I see. We can get our 4th Languish. We can get Possessed Scab. Probably want the Dark Petition, though, right? But then what do we find with Dark Petition? Crush of Tentacles? And that bounces everything. We know he's got Anguished Unmaking, and he's got the mana up for it, so he can take care of it. That's not going to do it. So I can take the Languish to deal with the Den Protector, and then I don't die again, but I'm still hunting pretty hard here for... I'm using a lot of time, too, but this is kind of a tough choice. I mean, Possessed Scab gives me access to a lot of stuff, but I need to deal with onboard threats now to live. So... I'm not exactly sure what I'd find with Dark Petition anyway. It would probably be the Languish. So maybe we just take the Languish to deal with the Den Protector so we live. Let's play pieces, I guess. Do I want to remove all the... Let's see. I probably need to at this point. Wow. Still can't find it. Well, let's take Dark Petition and Ultimate Price. So I can play the Dark Petition to find the Rise from the Tides, but then no, I guess. So I've got 6 mana, which is 7 total, which is just not quite enough to cast the Rise. It's 1 short of being able to Rise plus Ultimate Price. So if I'd played the Choked Estuary, I guess I would have had enough. I'm still wasting too much time, so I guess I have to... I guess Languish. And then pass. But I think I'm dead. A way to win would have been able to have an extra mana there. And cast Ultimate Price plus Rise. So I used a lot of time this round and didn't get the win. Which is unideal, obviously. I mean, I'm looking at my draw step. I'm not exactly sure why. All right. So opponent shouldn't know that we have Rise from the Tides because we found it off Dark Petition, which doesn't have to reveal. So we know he's got a bunch of good creatures that we want to exile, so we probably want the Grip. Ruinous Path. More instant speed removal would be ideal as ways to deal with his man lands, but as is, I think we're dumping the Anticipates. Do I want infinite obliteration anything? Not really. Ruinous Path deals with his planeswalkers and his creatures. I probably would prefer that. It also maybe gives me something that can block his man lands. Because I'm not sure he's going to keep his removal. He didn't see anything that he needed. I guess, no, he didn't see Crush. He didn't see Rise from the Tides. So I don't think he saw anything that he's going to need. I think we want the Duress and Transgresses. And maybe the Mind Rot too, actually. So that means let's probably cut some stuff like... Languish doesn't seem great. If we've got the Ruinous Path, we'll be more versatile. We'll be able to either destroy the creature or destroy his planeswalker. So we can at least cut a couple. They also don't deal with the man lands. Ultimate Price also doesn't deal with the man lands, which makes me kind of want to cut it. Negate. I mean, Negate would be good too, I guess. Maybe we're supposed to cut the Ultimate Price. Maybe we go down to 2 Duress, so bring in a couple Negates. And that way... Because Transgress seems really good. It deals with basically everything in his deck. So maybe we just want 2 Ruinous Path. And maybe just cut the Possessed Scab. We don't need it. And maybe just bring in 1 negate. So we'll do 1 negate, 2 duress and try that out. All right. Kind of a mess of cards we're bringing in, but I think they're all pretty useful, especially Grip in this matchup, where we really want to take care of a man land and a creature. And we want to exile too because of Den Protector. All right, so I'm going to have to make quicker decisions here. Opponent mulls to 5. I guess that's pretty helpful for us. So Obnixilis and then Tireless Tracker and 3 lands. All right. Got it. Start getting a Majoring Network going now. I'm just actually going to activate it now. I'm not going to leave up the illusion that we have something. I'd rather save time on the clock than leave up an illusion. All right. I think we're just going to grasp this. All right. So I think we're actually just going to bust Grip of Desolation here. Okay. So I probably want to use Ruinous Path. All right. I think we're just going to grasp Nissa. I could have taken care of it with Silumgar's Command, but I'd rather leave up Clash of Wills or Pumping Majoring Network. So I can cast Rise now for 6 dudes. We probably do that. All right. Pretty glad he conceded. It saves me time on my clock. So keeping Rise from the Tides hidden from our opponent was pretty fortunate last game, actually, since now he's going to bring back the Languishes. Clash of Wills on the draw definitely seems worse most of the time, so we probably just bring in some negates instead. He's got advocates, though, so actually, why don't we bring in a negate and bring back the ultimate price? Because Grasp actually does not deal with Sylvan Advocate, nor does Transgress the Mind. Ruinous Path does, so we probably want to bring in the third one of those and maybe cut one of the Grasps. Maybe we just, yeah, we kind of want the negates now. So why don't we cut just one Grasp? All right. I kind of like Crush less in this matchup, but I guess if he's got the Planeswalkers, we'll leave it. All right, let's do this. Yeah, we got to keep this. We're going to need another black mana at some point, but here's hoping. There, let's transgress, see what we're dealing with. Nissa and 2 transgresses. All right. So he takes care of our Rise from the Tides. We only have 1 left. Which could be a problem. But that just means we're going to have to be vigilant and patient. At least our opponent's hand isn't too nuts. Our hand has more goodies. Actually didn't take Rise from the Tides, which is surprising. Well, I guess they're going to take up the other one, so that actually makes sense. Oh, well, why don't we see what we can take now? Anything? Hopefully. No? Den Protector and Transgress. All right, well, that could be a problem. He's going to be able to cripple our hand pretty good. Virulent Plague. All right. So we do have the means to deal with that, but we're gonna have to see it at some point. All right. If we don't hit land or specifically black mana, we're certainly not gonna win. We can beat Virulent Plague, but we can't beat not drawing not drawing removal spells. And by removal spells, I mean. So we know the last card's in his hand's Den Protector, so we're going to save the duress. Alright, well, kind of a crappy way to go out. Alright. Let's transgress. Alright, we need to draw land immediately, and it needs to be black. Alright, so we gotta grasp him before he gets too big. Alright. Bummer of way to lose, but nothing you can do about the mana problems. So, alright. We'll see you in the last round. Hopefully we can get ourselves a win.